Resurrection.
And yo, it's time for it, everybody, once again. Sticks or pads, don't matter if you're a foe or a friend. Go and boot that shit up, run the set, first to three. We got pride on the line, looking for that victory. Got the meaties and the anti-airs on lock, the nooch supreme. We got set play like Windex, you'll be saying that we're clean. So without further ado, holler out, let's fucking go. Join us in the barnyard and let's kick off the show.
Don't touch that dial. It's that time once again, so get yourselves comfy. Introducing the dynamic duo, the boomer and the zoomer, the hosts who boast the most roast. Your boys Khanage and Old Maid Barry are here to take you down to the Bahnyard, where the banner is free and the hosts are surprisingly even more free. Take it away, you filthy animals.
What's cracking, everybody? It's your boy, Old Maid Barry, joined once again by the man, the myth, the legend, the gamer himself, Khanage 5. How you doing, buddy?
Yo, I'm doing pretty good. It's alright here. Yeah, doing pretty good.
Season fucking 2, goddamn Barnyard, we are back, baby.
Well,
it's been
so back.
God knows how long.
It's been a couple months, but we're back.
It's been like, yeah, it's been about like, fuck, when was the last episode we did? I think it was like right as December hit?
Yeah, I think so. It was after OHN, yeah.
Yeah, so we've had a good bit of time off, had a bit of time to sort of reflect, look back on the season that we had, which was actually really cool. Like,
It's pretty good.
I know that, like, for me personally, doing a podcast is something I've wanted to do for ages. And the fact that we managed to get through a whole season without, like, completely shitting the bed. Like, I mean, like,
That's for season 5. That's for season 5.
There were points where it was kind of like, what are we doing here? I mean, like, what was the episode with Trash Tier Human we did? Where,
like, that was great. Shitting your pants.
We spent a solid 10 minutes talking about shitting our pants.
That was a throwback.
Yeah,
that
it was like the whole,
discussion.
it was the whole fucking, like, should you shit your, like, if you shit your pants in bracket, will that constitute as a DQ?
Yeah, what are the implications of that in the bracket?
It's actually really funny because I use that, like, anytime I'm selling my friends on the Barnyard and the stuff that you and I do together.
Yeah.
I show them that clip. I'm just like, here is an example of what I do with my mildly unsuccessful podcast that I do alongside my good friend Khanage5 over at twitch.tv/Khanage5.
Thank you.
And it's just the whole pants shitting saga.
Out of all of the hours of entertainment we have recorded, you choose that.
Which
like
is,
the quintessential,
like, of all the really
Barnyard
interesting
moment.
discussions we've had, such as the one we had with Fade, which I actually reckon is one of the most insightful episodes
That
we
was
had.
a good episode, yeah.
No, I instantly go to the pants shitting. Because,
Just the
fuck
pants
it.
shitting.
I thought, realistically speaking,
We've all been there, we've all done it.
Well, now that we've had a bit of time to sort of reflect on it, how do we feel about that? Do you still think it's, like, constitutes a DQ, or, like...
I think it depends. If you have, like, some sort of medical condition where your anus can just spontaneously combust at any point, I don't think so. But if you're just, like... If you don't have any sort of condition and you're well in full control of your bowels and stuff, like... If you let one rip... This is disgusting. I don't know. I don't know.
I was just like waiting to see, like,
up.
how far will he go with this?
Does he know? No. Yeah, if you have some sort of condition, I guess not. If you can help it, and you make the conscious decision to, you know, go crazy and do it, then I guess you should be DQ'd. And probably the venue should be shut down for, like, a deep cleaning. It's a biohazard.
So if there's like,
I mean, hey, there's a Mexican place near Victoria and Rambats. If you have that for lunch and then you shit yourself in bracket, we're shutting down the Brunswick Masonic Hall.
This is the secret plan that the wider FGC has to sabotage Couch Warriors. Is just get every fucking person who turns up to Rambats to rock up to the fucking Mexican joint at, like, a designated time. And then, like, alright, boys, at 3 p.m. on the dot, we will shit pant. It is a small price to pay for pant, but it is a wide price to pay for insert corporate sabotage.
Exactly. In the long run, it's definitely worth it. Like, it's very substantial. It's a very great plan.
Oh, of course. I mean, we're not going to talk about it for 10 minutes like we did with Trash Tier Human. Shout outs to Trash Tier Human.
We're only going to talk about it for 9 minutes. But yeah,
exactly.
Shout out to TTH.
Because fuck it, why not? But no, it was wild that we got to have those discussions, and I think, like, I'm very keen to have some more. Not necessarily about the pants shitting.
Yeah,
but
just in general.
To get to know the wider community a little bit more. I know we've got some
definitely.
we've got some people in mind for the season we want to talk to.
Mm-hmm, we do.
Sleep Mode is definitely one of them who I'm really keen to get to have a chat to.
That'd be really good when we end up recording with him, yeah.
Fucking Midnight Oz, you know him from Street Fighter. He's a guy we tried to get on last time, we just could never wind the timer. Fucking furry. It's a whole episode about furries, boys.
Okay.
It's the furry takeover.
No, it's the Them's Fighting Herds episode.
Bro, look, you say that like it's a bad thing. I'll fucking.
No, it's a good game.
I'm all for it.
It's a fun game.
The fucking, like, well, considering, like, oh, fuck, I think in the, what was it, the stuff from that game all got, like, moved over and allocated to another game, so the whole, like, story mode plan for it just kind of, like, ate shit and died.
I have no clue.
It's sad, because it was arguably the best part of the game. So please, go out and play Them's Fighting Herds, don't let that shit die.
It's a fun game.
It's a very fucking fun game. We've got more people in mind. Rowdy Howdy is one that, like, I'm really keen for. I fucking love Rowdy.
Because you guys go back, and I've known Rowdy for a couple of years now myself, so we do have the history.
Well, I had the benefit of being one of the heads of Hold Forward alongside him, so...
Rip.
I know a good... Yes, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, our beloved Hold Forward.
Rip in peace, bozos. You will be missed.
Rip bozo.
But no, I know him pretty well, and I can attest to the fact that he's just a riot to have a good chat with.
Yeah.
So he'll be fun. He'll be lots of fun. That's just a little insight to what we plan on doing through the next season.
We do have some surprises, so stay tuned.
But for now, what I'd like to do with this second pilot, just sort of shoot the shit. Like, what's been going on since our last episode? Like, what's really been cooking? Like Christmas, for instance. How was your Christmas?
My Christmas was alright. I was in regional Victoria in a very old... It's not really a hotel, it's kind of like a share house. There's like different rooms for people to stay in. It's very creaky, and the internet was very bad, so I was very bored when I was there. The Christmas day itself was alright. Everything else was a little bit boring, because regional Victoria, there's nothing to do but ketamine. So, it was very boring. Once I got back to Melbourne,
I gotta ask, how was the ketamine?
I was in Ballarat, so it was pretty shit. Should have gone to, I feel like I should have gone to, like, Bendigo or something.
Oh, dude, shout-outs to Bendigo.
Shout out Uber.
Shout out Uber, the boys in
Shout-outs to
Bendigo.
Uber.
The highest quality meth around, man.
And the Bendigo CBD right at the front. Giving out free samples. But how was your Christmas? How was yours?
Mine was pretty good, mate.
That's good.
As a dad, I get to embark in all that fun Christmas tier shit. Despite the fact that my son, who's 13, he knows Santa Claus ain't fucking real. He knows that shit.
Dream is dead.
But we still have fun with it. We have a lot of fun
good.
getting in the spirit. We went something that was actually really fucking funny. We you know, like when they do all the Christmas lights in the houses and shit.
Yeah.
And like you'll get those like families that will like specifically do up like the whole neighborhood.
Yep.
And then they'll have people driving around solely to look at Christmas
we used to
lights.
do that. Yeah.
We did that on I think it was the 24th. We did it right before Christmas Day.
Yeah. Nice.
And there was one street in particular that was like really fucking like really in the spirit. Like every house was like
doled up,
an epileptic's worst nightmare.
Shout out Timmick.
They had a fucking ice cream truck parked outside. You know, like the Mr. Whippy ice cream trucks. You know those bad boys.
Yeah, they go around our neighborhood. That's nuts.
Bro, they had one, and then there was a cunt dressed as Santa Claus. So you got all these kids going up for photos, and he's in the mood, and then I go up and like, "Oi, Santa Claus, can I have a photo?" And there's
That's
a
awesome.
photo. There is a photo, no shit, on my Facebook of me fucking like gang posing with Santa Claus. I got my mate from Malaysia who was staying for us for the holidays, meals. Just looking so uncomfortable. He's just like, this is actually fucked. What are you doing?
This is what you guys do here.
This is what.
It's so much better back in Malaysia.
And I quote, direct quote from Meals.
What did he say?
Fucking white people.
God bless Australia.
That was the fucking keynote of the season. Fucking white people.
What a way to end the year.
Oh, it was fucking tip top, mate. It was.
That was good. Yeah, couldn't ask for more.
And then right after that, as the new year rolled in, I took a trip to Japan with.
Yes, you did.
With my son and my father. So it was 3 generations of Barry.
3 generations of gaijin going to Japan.
And the first thing I fucking did when I got off the plane, I told people I'd be doing this like for 4 years. I said for 4 years, the first thing I'm gonna do when I get off that plane, go straight into a 7-Eleven.
Did you?
I 100% did. I have had a 1,000.
Nice.
I've had a 1,000 yen note in my wallet for 4 years.
So that's $10.
$10. But the thing is, the amount of shit you can buy in Japan for $10 is fucking wild.
As opposed to here, where it's like $10 gets you like 1 McNugget and like a slap. Yeah.
No, but like, yeah, and Dad's all like, "Oh, come on, mate, we gotta go get the train." I'm like, "Dad, I've been waiting 4 years for this shit. Calm your farm."
I'm going to Lawson and I'm buying some fried chicken.
Oh, dude, Lawson's fried chicken fucks, bro.
I've heard it's good. Yeah, I've heard it's good.
There's law. There's Japan law.
Yeah.
So 7-Eleven is like the snack drop. Lawson's is the fried chicken drop.
Yeah.
Family Mart is
Family
the
Mart.
dessert. That's the dessert drop. That's where you get like the ice creams and shit.
Ooh.
You can get ice creams from all 3 of them. But there's something
it's-
about Family Mart that just fucks.
It just hits different. It's better.
It
just
simply hits different. And like, the snack variety is set. This is all inconsequential bullshit, but I'm telling you now, no travel guide is as invaluable as me when it comes to this shit. I'm telling you now.
The best travel guide.
As the population of fucking white people traveling to Japan like it's Bali continues to grow.
Yeah, I know. Everyone goes to Bali in this country.
Who needs fucking Bali at this point, bro? It's all Japan now.
Yeah, going to fucking Bali school.
I'm going to fucking Japan. I got this kanji tattooed to me bloody arm. It says love and peace. Actually, it says fucking white people.
Actually, that's the swastika, and I know it's a Buddhist thing originally, but it has a different connotation now. So you have to.
There's so many of them over there because it is a religious symbol, and
it's a Buddhist thing, yeah, different meaning.
Yeah, but it throws me the fuck off It threw me the fuck off every time I saw one.
Yeah, because like,
and I don't know, like, and that's 100% my ignorance, but it was like every time I saw one, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know. It's like what?
What?
Obviously, you don't have that over here in the West.
No,
it's
not
very
at
different,
all.
So like, and for good reason. We know why. So.
Well, yeah, and the problem is I kind of like unfortunately visually fit the bill somewhat.
Oh no.
Because I'm the bald guy who walks around in like Doc Martens and shorts.
Oh.
But like, that's the problem is I'm just looking at them like, whoa, that's crazy.
That's pretty wacky. Wow, history lesson.
And so we went a few spots. We started out in Osaka, so we did for anyone who's played Yakuza, we basically every night we were in Osaka we went to Dotonbori, so we went to the big canal strip with all the Running Man and shit. Mm-hmm. That was sick. Went to Kanazawa and I saw snow for the first time.
Wow.
I'd never seen snow. Never seen it.
It's not very common. It's like here, at least.
It's just a bit. I don't know. Like you know when you hype yourself up for something,
yeah,
and then you finally see it, and then you just kind of like,
oh,
it's like the whole "there once was a man from Nantucket" thing. And I never knew the end of it because I'd only ever seen the jokes from The Simpsons where it was like, "there once was a man from Nantucket." That's enough. And I'd been like, I wonder how that ends. It must be really funny.
Huh.
And then it turns out to just be like, there once was a man from Nantucket who had a dick so big he could suck it or something. And I'm just like, this isn't funny.
This is, it was very different to how I imagined
This is old white people humor. This is shit.
You went to Nantucket, Osaka, and saw snow. That's pretty good.
I saw a really well-endowed man blowing himself. Also, there was snow, I think.
I may have been in Japan.
I may have gone to Japan. Just between you and me, I'm not too sure.
J-pad, special J.
And
Nice.
we went to Tokyo after that. Akihabara, my boy. Akihabara. Man,
Looks good.
I feel it's somewhere that, like, every fucking dweeb should go at some point in their lives.
Oh, definitely.
Especially with all, like, and the problem is, too, you do need a little bit of social awareness.
Okay,
the amount
well, if you're
of
into
maids on
anime,
the-
then you just don't have that.
Well, the amount of maids on the street handing out, like, pamphlets and shit.
Yeah, I've seen pictures and stuff.
Which is funny, because every time I walked past one, I'm with my son, and I'm like, hey, Matt, do you want me to go introduce you to the lovely lady over there? You want me to say hi? You want to give her a little bit of a hi? And Matt, like, my son's just like, Dad, no, don't, shut up, Dad. And I'm like, no, she could be your future wife. You never know, mate. Go over and say, Dad, don't, I'm gynophobic.
Oh, God, for damn.
He flat out goes to me, I'm gynophobic. And I'm like, do you know what the word gynophobic means? And he's like, yeah, I do.
Okay.
So I Google gynophobia. And do
Yeah.
you know what gynophobia is?
Hit me. Educate chat and everyone.
Gynophobia is a phobia of women. And
He's a gamer.
he's a fucking... I'm like, you
He's
don't
a
have a
gamer.
phobia of women, you're just fucking awkward.
You're just 13 in a different country.
Like,
Yeah.
like father, like son. You're
have
just incredibly
gynophobia.
fucking awkward. The difference is, when he does it, it's endearing.
Because he's a kid, yeah.
When I do it, it's just
It's a hate crime, oh.
It's a hate crime. To who am I hating? We're not quite sure. Come back next season to find out.
Yeah, we'll fight, yeah.
We'll figure out what
We'll give you a
class
clue
of-
every season.
Every
You gotta put
season, the
pieces
joke
together.
slightly evolves on
Exactly.
what minority is old mate Barry hating on this time.
Oh, goodness.
How long will it be till we get cancelled? Tune into season 6 live from the Slammer.
Season 6 featuring Tivik. That's the episode.
I feel like
That's
we
all
need
the-
to get Timic on at some point.
We
just
will,
to,
we
like-
will, we will. I'm sure he'll be down.
Speaking of getting people on the Barnyard,
Yes.
there is one person that we are going to be bringing on this season so I believe we mentioned it last season it was during one of the episodes. About the Trunky box that we signed.
Oh,
The fucking Trunky box that you and I signed as a
oh my
joke.
goodness.
Did we ever
Yep.
explain the lore of how that box happened?
No, I don't think we did.
So I was at your place. We'd
was
just come
after
back
OHN.
from OHN.
Yeah, you're in
It
mine.
was
And
me,
Rowdy was
you,
here.
and Rowdy Howdy.
Yeah.
And your mother, shout outs to Mama Khan. Shout outs to Mama Khan.
Shout out.
She bought us a box of Tronkies.
Yes.
She's a sweetheart. She's in on it. I respect that.
Yeah, she
much
gets the
love.
joke, yeah.
And we ate them, obviously. And as a joke, I'm like, bro, we're internet. We should sign this box and sell it because
sell
we're
it,
internet
yeah.
celebrities. And
Yeah.
you're like, I just remember you being something along the lines of like, that's a fucking dumb idea. That'll never work.
I didn't think anyone would buy it.
I didn't think anyone would buy it, but I just thought the idea of having the listing on eBay was really funny.
It was funny, to be fair. It was hilarious.
And the fact that, like, yeah, it was on eBay. I set the listing for 2 weeks, was it?
Yeah, I
was
think
2
something
weeks.
like that. Yeah.
And
Oh, God.
it was at about $15 on the last day.
Yes.
I believe
Yeah, it
the
was
two-
around $15 roughly.
Yeah,
for
the
bids.
two main bidders were FK
That was
and Chef.
Yeah,
It was FK and Chef.
it was FK and Chef.
And then out of nowhere, as the bid ends, it goes up to $66.
Yeah, $66. Think of all the stuff you can buy with that. You can buy food with that.
You could buy so much shit.
You can buy a whole a whole game console or something with that, like a pre-owned like.
You could buy a
PS2 or
fucking
something.
soldier station or whatever the fuck.
You can buy $60 worth of items that cost $1. I don't know.
You could go to Daiso and live like a king.
You could become the CEO of Daiso with that money, but you can do a lot of things at $60 is the point we're trying to make.
But ultimately, he spent it on the box signed by you and me.
Ugh, Esther. It's Kugel the clever one. If you guys
It's
know him,
Kugel the
Esther.
Clever,
He
yeah,
plays
so
Dragon
we
Ball.
found out it was him. We were just
Yeah,
like, I
it was
looked at the
Esther.
username and I'm like, that's fucking Esto.
Goodness.
And we went into the Marvel server and we're like, did you misclick when you like put the price in?
Yeah, because 15 to 60, like you could have just bid $16. You didn't have to like.
That's
it was
what
a
I
pretty
thought he
big
did.
Increase.
I thought it was 16 and he was like, no,
Yeah.
66
You
or
didn't.
65 or whatever it was.
You didn't. He didn't think, oh, I'm spending more than $40. It's a bit much. He never
No,
thought that.
but
What's
like
the cutoff
he-
point? Why 66?
Yeah, it blew my fucking mind. And he was like, no, yeah, I did.
That's based.
And I was just like, the problem was because I'd mentally prepared to have either FK or Chef or
Me too.
it was Lim Didi was the other one that was
Didi,
going.
yeah. I thought one of those three guys.
I
gonna
was
get it, yeah.
mentally preparing to do an interview with one of them.
Yes.
No disrespect to Esto. I was not mentally preparing for his name to even be in the running.
Oh, definitely. It was a big like a plot twist, I suppose.
It was
Like, he
it was
swept
dude, it
under,
was an M
you know.
Night Shyamalan moment.
Yeah, the
This
rug
a
was pulled
fucking-
from out under us, and it
I'm
was
not
like, boom.
complaining because I think the kid's fucking hilarious.
It's not a complaint, but it was very unexpected. As well.
I'm excited to hear his takes and talk to him about his Xenoblade collection that he apparently just keeps buying shit for. Apparently he's got a bit of a spending problem, and I
was
think,
gonna say that's been very apparent. Yeah.
yeah, I think him getting on the Bahnyard is kind of proof of that. Oh shit!
Oh my goodness. 66
it's gonna be
And the-
fucking fun.
And the food was gone. It was a creased cardboard box.
It was just a box.
Exactly. It was just a box.
And we wrote on the listing, there was like, there are no Tronkies in here. It
Yeah,
is
it's
just
literally
the box.
just the box. I don't
It
know.
is
He told
cardboard.
me. He told me when he got it in the mail, his dad saw it and was like, "We should just throw it in the bin. It's just like an empty box." Why?
Did he
Why?
prepare for it to have like shit in it?
No, I don't think so.
Because I sincerely hope he didn't buy
No,
it
I don't
under
think he
the
did. I don't think
pretend.
he did.
I think he knew. Surely he had to
He
have
knew. He
known.
would have known. He would have known.
I sincerely fucking hope so.
I hope and pray that he knew. I mean, what's done is done. Hey, he bought it.
he
bought it,
did
so-
buy it. It is in his possession.
Exactly.
What he does with it, all the power. I hope like he's got it on display somewhere.
He's put in like, you know those glass cabinets that you put
Yeah.
like cool figurines in, like in your
Oh,
house?
like the
You put that in there.
the IKEA ones and shit.
Yeah, but it's just for that one trunky box, and the rest is just empty. The rest is just
It's like
all
it's like
empty.
those IKEA cabinets that I have. Only there's only one of them, and it's just the Tronky box on, on an
Yes.
acrylic stand.
Yes.
Oh Jesus fucking Christ! that'll be good. That'll be a good time.
Oh
We've gotta-
goodness. Yeah.
I kind of I hope that there isn't a part of him that's been like, these guys have been on break for a really really long time.
Did I get scammed? Yeah.
Did I get fucking scammed?
Damn, we're doing a crypto scam.
No, because the problem was, right, so I was in Japan until, because I know that we were trying to find time to record some episodes before I
Yeah,
left.
you were sick. You were sick.
I had a swollen lymph node for a week before I left, so I couldn't talk.
I remember that.
And then I got home from Japan, and I'd caught a cold while in Atori on
you,
my
Atori.
last couple of days there. So I get home, and I'm fucking bedridden. And then I start my first, like, week of work after that, because I'm doing full-time work now. So there's a point where, like, we just could not find the time to even,
Yeah,
like,
it was
get
rough.
this shit. And he's probably just sitting there, just like, these fucking grifters have done me.
He's looking
These
at the clock on his
professional
computer.
con men, the Barnyard boys, have fucked me over. They
We
have
pulled a
literally
Recruit
ruined
Izmi.
my life.
We did a Recruit Izmi. We stole money from a Dragon Ball from the Dragon Ball player base, and then just left.
That is a name I have not heard in the longest fucking time.
Well, funny you mention him, because he's going to be the next... No, we're not getting him as the next guest, no.
We're turning the direction of
One
the
day.
Barnyard into like the FGC, a current affair.
I was going to...
Tonight on the Barnyard with Tracy Grimshaw.
Elderly white woman falls over and scrapes her knee. Yusuf has been blamed for the incident. I was going to say Lebanese gang, and since Yusuf kind of fits that bill, I went with him.
It's the bill.
I went with him. I love Yusuf. Shout out Yusuf. Violent Lebanese gang causes me to go 0-2 in bracket.
ROF goes too far this time in Street Fighter 6. Watch as this once proud, respected player moves over to cheat box to fix his inputs. When will the travesty stop? Tune in tonight at 6:30 p.m. with Tracy Khanage 5.
Khanage Grimshaw.
Khanage Grimshaw. With that's gonna be the fun. I'm just letting you know now.
I never want to be called that again.
That is. I'm just letting you know now. That is the thumbnail.
Put Tracy Grimshaw.
I am
on the
going to
thumbnail.
do it. That is going to be the fucking thumbnail.
Please
and
don't
people
put my face on Tracy Grimshaw.
Can I leave it with me? I'll figure something out.
We'll find a
But
compromise.
People are gonna fucking watch this episode until this point and be like,
I'll be so confused.
they're gonna be like, what is the meaning of this thumbnail? And then they'll
Why
get
is
to
it
the
a current
24-minute mark and be like, oh,
I get it now. I have the knowledge.
these cunts are just fucking stupid.
As if they didn't already know that.
Yeah, but like, there's nothing like healthy reassurance to like.
Good point.
That's what makes a good relationship roll, I reckon.
Exactly.
It's just healthy reassurance.
And there's an old saying, I forget where it's from, but it's I don't think it's from an English speaking country, but it's something, it might be Russian actually, but it's something to the extent of, it's better to keep your mouth shut and have everybody think you're stupid than open your mouth and speak and remove all doubt. I think we didn't listen to the first part.
We didn't listen to the first part when we recorded the first part.
We've done the second part, yeah.
We kind of just kept going and we were like, all right. The cat got let out of the bag.
Exactly. I'm already sitting in my underwear with my dunce hat on. I might as well keep committing to the bit. I mean, why not?
Why?
Doesn't
Dude, that's the Bahnyard fucking
That's the
uniform.
Carnage. That's the Bahnyard radar fit.
That's what we're gonna look like at BAM when we rock up. What
In our
was
underwear.
what was the idea that you had the other day that I really liked?
What, for the prize?
Do
Or,
the
like, for
Barnyard
outfit?
fucking hot ones at BAM.
Oh yeah, Barnyard
Which is
hot
great
ones. Get all
because
the
like
boys.
no, because what we'll do is we'll get someone who can handle spice. How are you with spice?
I'm alright with it. There was a Korean place near our house. They shut down, but they had stuff that was really spicy, and I could handle it alright. It was still hot, but it wasn't like I could eat it. It wasn't, like a big problem.
So basically,
handle
the
it, I
episode
guess.
would be you interviewing the bloke or the chick whoever we get on,
Yeah.
having a coherent discussion, while I'm there just whimpering like the white boy that I am because I drank the water and the water was too spicy.
You had mayonnaise. It was
Oh
it's
no!
too spicy.
Don't do that, mate. You're gonna fucking just thinking about it burns the roof of my mouth.
No, not the balsamic vinegar.
Not the cold, not the ice mountain
Not
water.
the Coles brand mayonnaise.
Fucking hell! But like,
Amazing.
even then though, but like prior in our gap that we've had, I've been to Japan, I've done my thing. How about you?
Yeah.
Like, what have you been up to? What have you been cooking aside from like? Because I know you've been going to some locals. There's
I have been just regular
CCH,
Been tearing it up in Kamen Rider
Kamen
playing
Rider
that.
Super Climax Heroes for
for the Nintendo Wii
2012,
on the emulator.
released
Been
in
playing
Japan.
that for the Wii. Yeah,
For
not
the Wii?
much. I mean, it's funny because when you were in Japan, I had a friend who was also in Japan at the same place that you went. Like, the game store you got Killer 7 from, for me?
Traders, I believe.
Not the name, but like the place. Like,
Akihabara.
yeah, a friend of mine, like the day after you sent me that picture, or like around that same time you sent it to me, he sent me a picture of like the same store, and I knew it was the same place because in both photos you can see Nintendo 64s that are all colorful lined up in the back. So you're probably in there at the same time with my friend and his cousin, because you guys were at the same areas at the same time.
That's
So
fucking.
I thought that was a funny coincidence.
Dude, that store, you are so lucky that I went back in there for you because that place gave me claustrophobia.
Yeah, the pictures
And the
look
stairs
really
were so.
contained.
Those shops are not built for people taller than 5 foot.
It's probably just like the average Melbourne like
And
apartment.
like the spine of because I bought you for those listening at home. Khan asked specifically for me to pick him up a copy of Killer 7.
It's a good game. I like it a lot.
Killer 7, the Japanese edition. I don't think you're going to be able to play it because it's
Nah, I already have it on the PS2 version is shit, but I just want to have the cover.
it's just to say that you have it.
Exactly, because
Now
I like
the
it.
spine,
The
the
cover's
spine
different.
is just white and it's just got kanji on it.
Oh,
So
okay.
you are so lucky that I was being tour guided around by my friend who knows Japanese.
Oh, nice.
Because I was just like, because we're going. He's like, are you looking for anything specifically?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, my mate really wants me to pick him up a copy of Killer 7 for PS2. And he's like, and he's going through the spines. He's like, oh, here it is. And I'm like, how can you fucking tell? And he's like, dude, I can read Japanese. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Wow.
Because you live here. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because you live here, you can speak the language. That makes sense, yeah.
You've been living here for 4 years. That makes enough sense.
Wow. Cool,
That's-
you can read a word and a number.
The man is half Japanese. He lives in Japan. I put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, you did the math. Nice.
By golly God.
And the stuff over there is really cheap as well. Like, my other friend
Oh,
was sending me
shit,
pictures.
yeah. Like, I think the
found-
thing is with, like, secondhand stores over there is, like, shit was either insanely cheap
It's really cheap.
or it was bloated out the asshole. There was never, like...
Oh, there's no in
this is-
between.
Yeah, there was no, like, there were no instances of, like, oh, this is, like, pretty reasonably priced. There was
Reasonably
just
priced,
like,
yeah.
whoa, holy shit. Or, like, whoa, holy shit.
Wow, that's not good. Yeah.
And that was the problem for me because, like, the amount of, like, tokusatsu shit I bought while I was there, which was all cheap. I got the Kamen Rider Gotchard driver.
Oh.
I got the Legend driver. I got the Don Blaster. And I got a couple of other of other things. But, like, it was all just really fucking cheap. So I'm kind of just like, this doesn't bother me. But then you go into all, like, the retro stores and that's when, like, they start, like, really shooting shit up the asshole.
Oh, definitely.
It's alright though, food was always cheap, so.
That's good, I've heard that.
Unless you go to those, like, unless you go to an American, like, fast food eatery.
I see. Like a
Burger
tourist,
King, which is basically just Hungry Jack's for those who are not educated
much.
here. They cost out the asshole.
I could imagine, because it's like a tourist thing, you know?
Oh, shit, yeah. Like, I was talking to my son, and, like, because there were things at Macca's that they do there that they don't do here.
Yeah, I've seen some stuff.
There was the Samurai Mac.
Whoa.
Which was, like, basically...
Sounds dope.
It was I think it was, like, Kewpie mayo teriyaki sauce on, like, this specific kind of bun.
Oh, nice, damn.
And it fucked. It was so good.
We
And
need
then they
that
had a
here.
Godzilla burger, which was just 2
Whoa.
teriyaki-coated patties with, like, mayonnaise and
a
lettuce.
bunch of radioactive material.
Oh, may as fucking well have been, mate. My shits were awful. But they had melon soda.
But did you
That's
shit
all
yourself in bracket after having the Godzilla burger?
Bro, I could not find a local to go to shit myself at. You have no
Damn.
idea how sad I was.
You could, yeah, that's a shame.
The 2
Pull it
times
out,
that
pull it out.
because I wanted to go to the Giuna weeklies,
Oh, nice.
and
Yeah,
the problem
same here,
was when we arrived in Tokyo at first it was a Wednesday, and when we left Tokyo it was Tuesday morning, so I missed both of them.
No.
But I got to watch Superhero Time on the Sunday morning of the first week I was there.
Ooh.
Which is when they show Kamen Rider Gotchard and Osama Sentai King Oja. So I'm sitting there watching it. There's no subs. There's obviously
I was
no
gonna say, do they have
subtitles.
subtitles? Yeah.
No, not at fucking all, mate. And my dad's
Damn.
just because my dad runs a website. That's why he like does a lot of traveling.
Oh, okay.
And he's sitting there on his laptop writing up stuff, and he's sitting there watching me watching in the hotel telly, and he's just like, "So what's happening in this episode, son?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "I wish I could tell you."
I had no clue, yeah.
All I know is, he said henshin. I know what that means.
We know what that implies.
We
He
know what
transforms.
that means. We know henshin means
Yes.
transform.
Yes.
So he's doing the thing. And it was just an hour of not fucking knowing.
It's like he's been talking for 15 minutes and I don't know a single syllable that he's
I
uttered.
don't know what he's saying, but it sounds cool.
That's all that matters.
I'm gonna go buy the toy now.
I'm gonna go buy the toy.
Bro,
Yes.
Japanese
Should
telly's a
Pokemon.
fucking fever dream, mate.
Oh, I can imagine. I've seen some clips. It's just wild.
There
Like,
was,
again, we have Tracy Grimshaw. They have Peak over there.
Oh shit, dude, there was a fucking one of the nights we were there was just this like countdown of like legendary sporting moments.
Oh, I think you've told me, yeah.
And halfway through it, I hear the name Daigo Umehara, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then they start like this panel of normie ass looking motherfuckers,
Yeah, just
as they do with
middle-aged
Japanese
reporters.
telly, where they have the little thing in the corner that shows them watching it and shit.
Yeah, it's like a reaction video.
Never gotten that. I've never understood it. But
It's
it's
like a
them
reaction video,
talking
I don't
about Evo Moment 37.
It's like, dude, you were just talking about baseball.
No, because they were just talking about baseball beforehand.
Oh, I knew it. I'm on top of it. Let's go.
And then they led into fucking Evo Moment 37.
And you know
and there's
they
all
play
these old
Counter-Strike.
guys talking really whimsically, like, no,
What
totally,
a great
yeah.
parry. You press
And I'm
forward
like,
before the
and I'm
super
just sitting there like,
flash.
cunt, you don't know what the fuck's going on.
You don't know what a Super Art 3 is?
And then right after it goes to curling. So I'm just like,
It was baseball, then Justin Wong getting parried. You know, that he got
and then
parried
into
hardcore.
curling. Like,
Yeah, okay.
the fucking
Let's
tonal
be honest,
differences.
Let's be
Tonal
honest,
differences were fucking hilarious. Man.
I was gonna say, no matter what happened to that curling clip, I guarantee you it was nowhere near as hype as Moment 37. That should have been number
I
one.
don't know, man. They were going off in that curling clip.
Yeah, but you don't need to do a one-frame link in curling.
See,
You
I don't know,
need to
mate.
do
They
like
were
this.
brushing pretty fucking consistently and pretty hard.
Alright, fair enough. I'll take your
I
word
think
for it,
we
fair
need
enough.
to. I think the Bahnyard needs to take an excursion to
We should-
Canada to learn how to curl.
We should have curling as a bracket at BAM.
We should definitely do that, and then we'll find out for ourselves if we've got the stuff to,
we
to
have-
hang.
Even the room to do it. That's the first
So what we're
hassle.
gonna do is we're gonna break into the venue the day beforehand. We're gonna fill the place. We're gonna flood the place with water, and then we're gonna turn the air cons really, really low in hopes that it'll freeze the water. And then we're
Yes.
gonna rock up the next day with our fucking brushes and our curling stone and just be like, cunts,
It's time.
I'm ready to win the bracket and win an all expenses paid trip to Canada.
We're going to Canada, maple syrup, dear. That's all I know about Canada. And they look weird. At least on South Park, they look funny.
They have funny heads. They have
Terrence and
they
Phillip,
have really
yeah.
good health care, and I think maple syrup comes out of trees.
I think they excrete maple syrup.
We are so culturally knowledgeable.
We are, yeah, absolutely. We're very respectful of other cultures and, you know, their pastimes and things like that. Off that nature, rather.
Speaking of being respectful, something because I would like to touch on a little bit about what's coming up this year. You know, we've got stuff like BAM coming up and all that junk. And even things I've been doing on the side. I've been cooking a little bit myself. But something I do need to bring up, and this is something that it happened a few times in season 1.
Okay, interesting.
And it's something that I feel that I need to address as a person, and as a respectable host of the Bahnyard.
You've caught my interest. What is it?
Now,
Lay it on us.
I made some pretty, throughout the season, I made some pretty inappropriate, pretty subtle jabs towards a former member of the community named Slicer OCE. Now,
Okay.
now look, at the end of the day, they were cheeky ribs. They were funny bants, little here and there. He even popped up in the Twitch chat one night. And look, at the end of the day, it was very immature of me. It was very, very insensitive of me. And I feel that as a respected member of the fighting game community, which I am, and you are as well, because you're associated with me by default.
Thank you, by proxy.
I feel that I want to create a better image for myself. So, season 2, I will refrain from making subtle remarks in regards to the man known as Slicer OCE. And for all the better too, this is going to be a big year for him. He's going to have a very big year this year. He has said on record that he's going to have a very big year this year.
Okay.
So, you know, just there's no more pot shots, mate. No more cheeky shenanigans. And you know, best of luck with your year this year, mate. I sincerely hope that at some point you manage to get your Twitch viewers into the double digits. All the power to you, mate. I hope it goes well for you.
You went 5 seconds without fucking it up.
Oh, shit. But so anyway, going back to like the CCH shit. As someone who lives in Sydney, I'm a Sydney boy. But I keep hearing from like so many fucking people that it's like the shit.
It's really good because it's all community based. There's no big organizers. There's no like, it's not corporate. It's not esports. We have tournaments and stuff, and there's a stream, but there's no it's not like a big thing. It's just a community thing. Everyone goes. You bring your setup. You just play some games. It's pretty fun. We used to only have one venue. It was a library meeting room. The room's not super big, but it can hold around 50 to 60 people, which is pretty good. But we also have...
Where's the library one? Because I think I've been to that one.
It's in Abbotsford in Collingwood.
Yes, I think I've been to that one a couple of times. When I've visited, I've had the privilege of popping in.
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah.
and your presence is still felt there, via osmosis and whatnot. But we also have, because CCH is twice a month, it's every second Saturday. So the second Saturday of the month and the last Saturday of the month. So today is Rambats, so in 1 week.
But you're not at
CCH.
Rambats.
No, I didn't go, because...
Apparently no one goes, so you're not missing out on much.
Damn, okay, not wrong.
I was gonna say, am I wrong?
No. But anyway, so the next CCH is it's called the Jering Center. It's like a big meeting room. I think it's an Aboriginal name, but it's pretty good. It's a lot bigger than the library room we're usually in. We have room for a stream setup and just room for more setups in general. So you can bring your gaming... People bring PCs to the regular library meeting room, but there's more room for more of them in the Jering Center. It's just a bigger venue, and there's an outdoor part as well. You can just get some fresh air. It's pretty cool. And it's like it's like a 10 to 20 second walk from the meeting room, from the regular library room. So it's literally across the road. So it's a good venue. CCH is really good. Everyone goes, we always get good numbers, lots of games. We have, like, the big ones, Street Fighter, Tekken, everything, but, like, people bring the most scuffed, like, Kusoge you've ever seen. It's really good. There's a healthy balance of popular games and, like, more obscure stuff. It's pretty good.
Something I would actually like to know, because the state of the Melbourne FGC is really, like, I feel at this point kind of spread, because you guys have so many different events running.
Yeah, we have a lot of
stuff.
But,
like, the turnout from them fluctuates so often. Do you reckon that, like, let's say big CCH, do you reckon the big CCH is going to just outright usurp Rambats at this point?
Yeah, probably. Because, well, yeah.
Like, how much does big CCH get? Because I know I looked at Rambats and I think they got like fucking 30 people for like the entire event.
Yeah, that sounds about right. CCH is definitely more, maybe 50 to 60, probably something like that. I've never measured. I'm just trying to go from like, from my memories of the event and like try to find like a ballpark, like a median figure or whatever like that. Maybe around 50 to 60 people at CCH, maybe, I think. But yeah. it's a good turnout. Like, it's not empty, it's packed. So most of the venue is taken up by people and set up, so you're never gonna be like, oh, where is everyone today? The only time that people is like, for example, the CCH that happened when OHN was on, like, very few people went because everyone was at OHN. But when there's not a major on or anything, like, everyone goes to CCH.
Shoutouts to OHN.
Shout out to OHN. It was pretty good.
It's almost as if my state knows how to fucking cook.
Knows how to turn it up. It was really good. Hotstar was a bit mid, but everything else
do you know why Hotstar was mid?
Why?
Now, I need to drop some fucking fat lore on the Bahnyard.
Okay. What's the
now,
lore?
the Hotstar lore.
Yeah, the Hotstar lore.
Now, this was lore that was discovered by my good friend Chef. Now, one time he went to Hotstar, right? It was ages ago. And the cunt serving him in at the fryer, he just, the guy serving, the guy cooking, looked so fucking depressed.
Oh, yeah.
He looked so sad. And the chicken that Chef had was, in his words, some of the best fried chicken that he'd ever eaten in his life.
Yeah.
And then he went back another time.
The same place, same location.
Same place, and the guy was really just in a good mood.
Yeah, he was very happy, very jovial.
And the chicken was shit.
So I think there's a bit of a...
There's correlation between us. The more depressed the Hotstar guy is,
the more unhygienic the venue is as well.
But basically, there's a lot of factors that go into it, and I think the time you went, I think he was in a good mood.
I think so too, because the chicken bites were a bit mid, and the chips weren't anything to die for either. It was just very mediocre. You're right.
So I think he was too happy for his. I think the gauge of how to tell if your hot stars. If this cunt's got his head in the deep fryer and he's like about,
if he's got the barrel in his mouth, then your chicken is about to go off.
If he's just like, I gotta pay alimony, my bitch of an ex-wife's taking the kids, I crashed my car, I've been fucking robbed on the way to work and I'm about to end it all. You are about to eat some Michelin tier chicken,
you know the scene from Ratatouille where the food critic eats the ratatouille and he gets taken back to his childhood because it tastes so good? That's what it's like.
That's when you have the peak depressed chicken.
But if he's just like, you know what, my day's been pretty good, the birds are chirping, I'm feeling good, got up nice and early.
Just don't go.
I fixed no, it's the food's bad.
Spend your money elsewhere.
you're gonna get salmonella.
There's countless fucking bubble tea joints that you can just go get a fucking boba at
Exactly.
and be just as fine with. No, this cunt needs to be on the verge of killing himself.
And it's the same
in
as
the
Melbourne as
nicest
well.
possible way.
He has to be on the verge of committing the big Kurt Cobain.
The big 27.
The big... Oh, no.
Jesus Christ.
He's joining the club, boys.
Oh,
No, yeah, it's the same thing as Melbourne as well. If someone's happy and the venue is very hygienic, the food is very bad to mediocre. And there's also, like, in Melbourne, if you pick up a rock and you just piff it in any direction, you cannot miss a bubble tea place. It will make contact with a bubble tea place.
They're fucking
or a
everywhere.
Macca's. Bro, I mean, look, in Melbourne, you go to the city, there's a lot of, like, big Asian community, you know, there's a lot of Korean people and Chinese people, one of us. So it's like it makes sense why they're there, because they run the businesses themselves, right? Makes sense.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of them, and I've been to a few of them. I'm not the biggest fan of bubble tea. I don't dislike it, but it's not my favorite. But there's one place, I forgot what it's called. They do a really good watermelon drink, though, and I was like, maybe...
Oh, I
damn,
love
okay.
a good fucking watermelon.
Damn, maybe you Koreans are alright. But... No, I'm
Never
joking.
mind your lineage and like games like Tekken and shit. Nah, man,
Yeah.
you cooked with that bubble tea
You
shit.
cooked!
You
Yeah.
fucking cooked.
The watermelon juice was goated. Yeah, there's a lot of them.
I'm keen to come back
Bubble
to
tea
Melbourne,
places, not
actually,
Koreans.
because we got BAM coming up in
Bam in a few months. 3 months, I
BAM
think.
we got BAM in what is it, like May?
Three-
and it's the end of May, right?
Yeah, 31st of May, I think, to the first
Yeah,
couple of days of
I
June.
found out from first-hand sources that unfortunately Teach will not be able to make it.
Don't know who that is.
That's my dad.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah,
sad.
Papa Baz will not be able to make it because people in the community seem to really like him because he's
gotta
he's
meet
a
him one
good
day.
bloke. Shout outs to Teach.
Shout out to
But
you.
he's in his words, I think he's got a lawn bowls tournament on or something.
Yes!
So I've asked
awesome.
little Baz, and he's like, "Yeah, I want to come."
Yeah, get him-
he's
yeah,
like,
get
"I
him
want
to
to play
come down."
Street Fighter 6, Dad."
Hell yeah.
I
Hey,
don't think
Ed
I
will be
told
out
this
there.
story. I don't think I told this story in the last season, and I feel now's the perfect time to do
Is
it.
this the one in Bam bracket?
No, it was after the band bracket. It was
Okay.
at the hotel. It was at the hotel afterwards.
Oh, I know.
We went
yeah.
to after we went to it was an after party.
Yeah.
We went back to the hotel, and my son's playing Street Fighter 6 on the hotel Wi-Fi.
Yeah, playing ranked.
He's playing ranked on the hotel Wi-Fi. My dad's asleep on the couch. My dad's passed out. And I walk in, and he's just like, "Oh, I'm playing more Street Fighter, Dad. I really wanted to just play." And I'm like, "That's fucking sick, man. Like, I'm really
Yeah,
happy
play some
because
Street Fighter, yeah.
he went 1-2 in the bracket, and I think he went 1-2 in Dragon Ball as well, and he was really fucking just in the zone."
That's good. Yeah, that's what you want.
Yeah, and then like he wins one of his matches, and I'm like, "Oh shit, good on you, man."
Yeah,
You know what
nice.
you know what he fucking does?
What did he do?
Throws his fucking controller at the ground. Stands up, points to the screen. No word of a fucking lie. "You should kill yourself now." And I'm just like, "Matt, you can't say that shit, dude."
I love this story.
And do you know what he says after that?
Tell
"It's
the people.
okay, Dad. The funny lightning man said it."
The funny lightning bad.
So, it has now dawned on me that low tier god has infiltrated
He's
the
influencing the
preteens.
children. Yeah.
I was fucking flabbergasted. You know those moments when you just don't have a response?
You don't know whether to be like upset, confused, entertained, scared.
I think
Like,
it's a
just
mixture of
whirlwind
all those emotions
emotions.
wrapped up into one,
Yeah,
and then you
it's a
just don't know
whirlwind.
how to process it.
Exactly, I know. Yeah, it was that. It was that.
That was me. I'm just sitting there like, what the, like, sure?
Everything in human history led up to that point.
This was a canon event. It's like in that Spider-Man
Yeah.
movie. It's just like this.
Oh, yeah.
Matt imitating low tier god was a canon event.
You cannot change it.
But it's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good. I'm
Bam
really
will be really
keen.
good.
We got Tekken 8 that's just dropped, so like that's gonna
Yeah.
be fun to really
So,
like. I think it's gonna be like the
they're
first
gonna-
major. It's. I mean, like
I
I don't
think-
know, action's happening.
First, just, yeah.
You and I won't be at the action though, because
I
I've got a
can't go to
wedding,
action.
and I think you got shit on as well.
I got, some family stuff, but I can't
So
make it. It'll be good.
Bam will be my first Tekken 8 major.
Me too.
So I'm
First time
really
I'll be
keen to
seeing
just
it
watch
as a
that.
major.
The game is fucking
fun.
insane.
It's pretty fun. It's a lot better than 7, I think. It's a lot better
I was
than 7.
scared. Oh, I argue. I 100% think it's better than 7.
Yeah, it's way better than 7.
I was skeptical at first.
Heat
Because,
mode.
like, I remember being like, oh, I really like the neutral, heavy-based gameplay of Tekken. I really, really like that.
Yeah, perking and whatnot.
And then, like, I play Tekken 8, and then it dawns on me. Wait a minute. No, I fucking don't. I hate that shit.
The wool was pulled from over your eyes.
I
and you
don't
saw
want
the
to
truth.
think.
I want to press. I'm minus
I want
15,
to just hit
I'm pressing.
buttons.
Exactly.
And, like, I, like, fucking... That's just the... So, like, being able to see that shit in a major format is going to be so fucking funny.
It would be really funny if they also have the audio turned all the way up, like last year at Bam Tekken. Could you imagine the heat explosion noises?
Oh my god.
Going nuts throughout the venue.
Oh my god. Fucking...
It's gonna burst your eardrums, give you
the fucking
tinnitus.
venue is going to explode.
Yeah, the whole
Hopefully
street.
Hopefully that shit's sorted this time around.
I hope not. That would be so funny. It's just... It's just the
I hope
EDM
we're released out there
blast.
because I know at the time for Tekken last year I was out the back in the other room playing Killer Instinct.
Yeah, and the other
And
side
I
of the
missed a
venue.
lot of the Tekken race. I
It
missed a
was
lot
good.
of these moments.
It was good. And it's the same venue this year for BAM. They're not
Oh,
going
it's
back
the same
to the
one?
convention center. Same venue, same place, which is really good.
Oh, okay.
It was a nice venue.
I do miss the convention center. I gotta be
Convention
real.
center was alright. It wasn't bad.
It was something.
It was good. I actually liked it a lot.
Yeah, I liked the vibe that it had.
It was a big room.
But I can understand that it's just not financially viable.
I also got COVID from there, so that was fun.
That was your
Yes.
consolation prize.
Yeah, I got 3rd in Marvel, and I also came 1st
Third in
COVID.
Marvel, and you got a cheeky COVID.
That was my prize.
Fucking look. So long as they're sponsored by Monster, so long as I get my fucking 4 cans of goddamn kidney stone
what's-
inducers, I should be good.
You know what's funny about Monster though? I don't know if this happened to anyone else, if the 3 people that are watching. I was there with Uber last year at BAM, and he tried to go get a Monster, and they ID'd him. But he was 17 at the time, so he couldn't do it. Even though he works and he had like a learner's license, they wouldn't accept it or whatever. So
Who the fuck was checking?
the Monster, I don't know, it was like Monster.
I
like,
just walked
staff.
past and just kept
Yeah.
opening the fridge.
No, what happened is he couldn't get it, and he's like, he's like, oh, I can't get it, Con. They won't let me in, and you know, I'm off age. I have proof of age. I have ID. I have photo ID. So I could. But when I got the Monster, the drinks, like I did not take one. I took like 7. Because no one was there. Who's gonna stop me?
No
There
one was
staff
fucking
there.
checking.
Exactly. But when
I
he
feel
went, oh
Uber
no, you can't
drew-
get Monster. You have to show ID
Uber
to have
drew
Monster.
the worst hand in that regard.
It's not even alcohol. That's what I don't. You can't even sell alcohol because you need to have like a license.
You
right?
need
your
like
license
a venue license on like
Yeah.
permit and shit, and there was
And
no
half the
fucking
FGC
alcohol in it.
Half the FGC are kids anyway. Yeah, so I don't know.
That's where all
really?
the Smash was. So of course there were going to be fucking children there.
Exactly.
That
And
was
Strive
so...
too.
Oh, true,
Goodness.
true. Strive and Smash in the same. No, Smash was in the other room.
It was in the other room. That's where KI was.
That was where KI was.
Smash and KI are the iconic duo. Yeah, 2 different venues, I suppose, technically.
And it was also where Tronky was born as well. So
Yes, and the free
That
rub
was-
picture.
And the Scully's player came up to me and was like, "You can't say that word." And I was just like,
Oh, true. You can't say
and
the
you
word
look at it
Tronky.
now, you look where it's the amount of people that will just send me photos when they go to like Woolies and shit.
Tronky.
And they'll just send me a picture of a Tronky box being like, whoa, this thing actually exists.
Yeah, I hear it at locals too. So when I'm playing with someone, you Tronky, yes, the word is spreading. The word is
How
spreading.
good
boys.
is that? How
We've
hype
started
is
a
that?
movement.
That's so sick.
We started a movement.
All of my work with Hold Forward could never have amounted to the time with the Barnyard where we propagated a chocolate bar.
Exactly. I know what it's like to be part of the civil rights movement now, where you say something really true and people, catches on, and it's really culturally, historically significant. I know what it's like to be...
I have a dream to perpetuate and propagate the chocolate bar Tronky.
Where you'd be judged on the contents of your box, not on the contents of your, like, what did he say?
Oh,
It was something... It was on the
Something
content
whimsical.
of your character. Yeah, it was the contents of your character, not on the color of your skin. That was the iconic quote that Martin Luther King Jr. said. But we've changed it. We've made it about the trunky box and the not the color of your skin, but the color of your hazelnuts. We don't judge you for that. So that's pretty
I'm putting that in the thumbnail.
It's Tracy Grimshaw.
Tracy Grimshaw with the fucking Martin Luther King quote.
And then we have to get the Buddhist swastika.
I don't know about that one.
No, we didn't. What do you mean? No, we don't need that one. Yeah,
I don't know about that one.
We don't need that.
Look, as funny as it would be.
We're not doing that. We dude, I like Kanye, but I don't like him that much. We would get
I thought
taken down.
Jesus was a good album,
I know.
but I don't want to go out and persecute. Oh, Christ on a fucking bike. We've got base. There's been a lot of good shit that's been happening.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff.
A lot of good things to come. I really hope that Brisbane can get their shit together.
Oh, I hope so.
Because I really want another Sunny Side Up. I gotta be real with you.
I've heard of it many times and I would have liked to go. I've never been to Brisbane.
Sunny Side Up was so fucking good.
Some of the Brisbane crew are coming down for BAM though.
They usually do. They usually always do.
That's good. I know Warped and Amber who play Marvel. They haven't been to BAM in the past 2 years, I think, or even longer than that. But they're coming down.
Oh fuck
so that's
yeah.
good.
Yeah, I actually met I met. It's a story that I think like when we get Sleep Mode on, we might have a bit of a chat about. But I met Sleep Mode at Sunny Side Up.
You did.
Yes. Great event. I think one of the funniest stories. We'll wrap it up in a couple of minutes, but there is a story that I do want to tell about Sunny Side Up. It was regarding Chef. Again, shout outs to Chef. We got to get Chef on at some point.
We will. Didn't he tell us I will be on your podcast?
Yeah, true. He didn't ask to be on. He said I will be a guest. This is a threat. And anyone who knows him, he's like fucking 6'5".
Oh, he's super tall.
Are you gonna really tell him no?
He's very nice. He's also very tall.
He was featured in the hit game Soul Calibur 3 as that big Greek statue boss that you have to fight. Life size, 1-to-1.
Life size. They used photogrammetry and they scammed.
They rotoscoped him in. They did good. But no, so he entered a doubles tournament with one of his mates for Smash. And I just got knocked out of Tekken. I'm in the food court eating my lunch, and he walks down with his mate. And I'm like, isn't your doubles bracket supposed to be now? And he's like, can't do it, mate. Can't do it. And I'm like, how come? And he's just like, that room fucking stinks, bro. That Smash room fucking stinks. And I'm like,
Smash room, bro.
I'm very defensive of the Smash community. I think they're great kids. I think there's a lot of great people in the scene. I'm very defensive, so I was kind of like, I think you might be over exaggerating a bit there, mate. I think you might be taking the piss. You might be pulling the Mickey on me.
Yeah.
So anyway, I go into the room to see what the biz is.
Yeah.
I lasted a grand total of 15 fucking seconds.
Just the rotting fish.
I am genuinely convinced somebody shat their fucking pants.
In bracket, and did they get DQ'd?
I don't even think they made it to bracket. I think they just waltzed on in, took a shit, and fucking waddled off. I don't know what the go was.
Typical Ice Climbers player.
They misspelt the name of one of their characters. Added a couple of O's to Popo.
Couple of O's, yeah. And nah, it wasn't me. It was the other person.
They flipped around the second Po and they slapped it with the first word, and they became the embodiment of poop themselves.
Now I am become poop, destroyer of nostrils.
Destroyer of brackets.
Destroyer of nostrils.
And then the following day, fucking at the time it was called Smash GG still.
Oh,
the website died.
Throwback. Oh no.
The website fucking died.
The smell was that bad. It killed the web domain.
Oh, dude. So I got up. I rocked up there to play my cross tag battle bracket.
Yeah.
And they didn't have access to the bracket.
Oh no.
So they had to like redo the bracket on the day.
Yeah. Oh.
And they had to they didn't seed it or anything.
What?
I still made top 8, but it's the principle of the matter. I think I made top 8 for every game I entered except fucking Tekken.
Damn.
I was doing all right, mate. I kind of cooked. It was also when Sam's show was like a relevant game, and I still made top 8 then. I kind of cooked, bro.
Kind of good, yeah.
I'm kind of nice with it. Not your level of Marvel, but I kind of cook a little bit. Not to brag or nothing.
Not to brag, but I made top 8 in
Kamen Rider Super
7-man
Climax
bracket,
Heroes
yeah.
for the Nintendo Wii 2012, released in Japan.
for the Wii. Yeah.
Critically acclaimed dating produced fighting game.
Yeah.
Yes. Shit.
That was good.
We got a lot of good shit coming. We got a lot of good stuff in store.
On the horizon.
I'm very keen.
Me too.
The quest to get K-Brad on the show is still there.
Oh, goodness. Can we all manifest that?
He said he'll do it.
He did.
Said
We asked
that he'll
him.
do it.
He was very nice.
He was very nice, and he said that he'll do it.
He put up with a very drunk Tug Johnson in the OHM bar. He looked like he did not want to be there, but he didn't say anything. He was very polite.
As opposed to K-Brad being around drunk Antonov, where K-Brad was like, no, let him speak. Let him keep going. Let him keep talking, please.
Let him cook.
Oh, shout outs to Antonov. That cunt is just entertainment when he's drunk. Social ineptitude out the wazoo, but he's a good kid. He means
I love the Pokken story.
what was the Pocket story?
It's not very long. Look, we'll wrap up, but it's not very long. I'll just.
This
give you
is
the
what
gist
we
of it.
end the season 2 pilot
Yeah.
with, so no pressure or anything.
So we're at the bar, and Chef is there again. Mentioned Chef. So Chef, he plays a bit of Pokken, doesn't he? Like he knows a bit of the plays there.
He'll play it if it's
Pokken.
there.
Yeah, he plays a little bit. So anyway, it was like a story, and not Antonov. It was drunk Antonov. They're kind of the same, but it's still a distinction to make.
I think drunk Antonov is like Antonov,
More
but,
politically
like,
correct.
dialed up.
Yeah, damn, that's
He's got
the
the. It's Antonov with the tismrism, basically.
Tismrism. That's okay. I'm not gonna question that. So he's telling a story, and he tells Chef, and I'm right next to Chef. We're sitting next to each other, so I was hearing it because it was a very loud venue. You had to speak loudly to hear each other. And where Antonov's on one side of the table, me and Chef are on the other side. We have to speak loudly for us to communicate. So Antonov's telling us a story, and he's like, "Oh, dude," he's telling Chef, and he's like, "Dude, it's got like some of the Pokken girls. Like it's about the Pokken girls, Pokken." And he keeps mentioning Pokken, and Chef's like, "All right, tell me." So Antonov tells a story. It's like 20 minutes in, and he hasn't mentioned Pokken or the scene once. And then Chef is like, "Dude, when are you getting to the Pokken?" And Antonov's like, "This has nothing to do with Pokken. When did I say Pokken?" And Chef's just like, "You fucking idiot! The last 20 minutes, that story was for nothing." And even I was there. I was like, "No, Antonov, I heard you. You said Pokken." He's like, "No, I didn't."
No, hold up. Let him cook.
Yeah, I was like, "Dude, you said Pokken so many times. What do you mean? This has nothing to..." I can't even remember what the story was about. Some bar he went to or whatever. No, it's like, dude, why would you keep... Oh, it's about Pokken, bro. Pokken girls, Pokken players, Pokken. It had nothing to do with Pokken in the end. Oh boy, the K-Brad was there and you were there, Ratty was there. A bunch of people. It was good. Millie was there.
If we are going to sign off with the story, I do need to tell the K-Brad Chef story.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
This is what we end with.
Please, yes.
So, now this was after I went up to K-Brad and I was blind drunk. And when I get drunk, I'm a very happy drunk.
You didn't seem any different.
No, I'm more hyper. I'm a lot more, like, hyperactive when I'm drunk.
Okay.
So I went up to K-Brad and I've got my phone and I'm just like, Hey, K-Brad. Hey, K-Brad.
Kenneth.
Did you know that I love my son? I fucking love my son. Here's a photo of my son. His name is Matthew. I fucking love my son. Can I please get a photo with you? Because I've shown him clips of you when you were on the Capcom Pro Talk, and he found them really funny. So if I tell him that I'm hanging out with K-Brad, he'll be really jealous. But I don't want to get him upset because I fucking love my son. Let me get a photo with... And he's just there like, yeah, sure, man, all good. And he's probably thinking a little bit of a throwback in the episode. Fucking white people. Anyway,
We love the throwbacks.
fucking Chef goes up to him.
Yeah.
And he goes up to him. Oh, he's like, hey, K-Brad. You shit at Marvel. I reckon I could beat you.
Yeah.
And K-Brad's like, how much Marvel have you played? And I think it was something on the lines of like
15 minutes.
15 minutes. So K-Brad's like, I will give you 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years
prepare.
that we're playing. Yeah.
So like after the event, I was hanging out with Chef and a few of my mates, and the running joke was just like, it's gonna be fucking 2 in the morning. He's gonna be like, he's gonna be wrapping up from his like stuff online to go to bed. He's got work the next day. He's getting ready to go.
Yeah.
And then K-Brad kicks his fucking wall in with an arcade stick. Ominous, like there's thunder outside, and all you see from his eyes
he's the funny thunder guy.
It's the funny thunder guy. The eyes beam light with dread.
Yes.
And he's just like, your time has expired. It is time to run the set.
Run it.
And Chef's just like, it's 2 in the morning. He's like, time has no value in the world of Marvel. Peasant.
Peasant, run
And then
the
he
set.
fucking dies. Oh shit! It was fucking like K-Brad's a fucking champ, dude. I fucking
He's a
love
nice
K-Brad.
guy. He's very
I
nice.
really, genuinely hope we can get him on the Barnyard.
I hope so.
I reckon the conversations that we could have would be fucking amazing.
The first thing I said to him was, hello, Mr. K. I said, hello, Mr.
You were
Sir
so
K-Brad.
proper with him.
No,
You
before
were
I met
so
him, I met
fucking
him
proper.
because I was starstruck. No, but even then, earlier on in the day, I was like, because, you know, I helped run Marvel and I was doing commentary and stuff and helping the players play, but I was doing, like, tier stuff with Dental Plan and Rowdy. And I walked up to him and I was like, we will wrap up, by the way. But I said to him, hello, Sir Mr. K-Brad. My name is Khan. I like your play. Can you sign my copy of the game, please, sir? And he was very polite. He did it. He smiled. He was a very nice guy. He did a video for me. He was very nice. He remembered who I was the next day. He was very nice.
The thing is, I remember you asked him at the bar
Yeah.
if he'll be a guest.
Yeah, and,
He was just like, yeah, sure, just send us him. And you fucking come over to me and he's like, he said yes!
He said yes, he did
And I'm
it.
just like, yeah, I know, he's just over there.
I know, but I was hyped.
You were so... It was a great... The thing was, like, you could tell that, like, he doesn't act any differently because of his stature in the... He's just a guy.
He just likes playing the fight game.
He just wants to go have bevies with the boys and play fighting games. And
He happens to be very good at them, but he's also just a dude.
He is the prime example of a professional player that I fucking love.
Me too.
As opposed to the first ever FGC pro player I ever got a photo with, which was Infiltration.
No,
We
but
all
his
know
Akuma
how
was
that
goated
one
in
went.
Super. Bro, his Akuma was goated in Super.
Yeah, his Akuma was goated in Super, but unfortunately he couldn't beat the allegations, so...
Damn.
Get fucking V-triggered right out of here, buddy.
Get V-triggered into court. Alright, I think we might have to wrap up. Hey, I had jury duty earlier this month. It was fun. Yeah,
It's
I
funny
got,
because he plays jury, so that
He
was
did
a funny,
jury
that was a
duty.
funny segue joke you got there.
Exactly. We will have to wrap
You
up.
didn't even know you made it.
Exactly, you're just too good.
You are so fucking clever. You are the most clever co-host of the Barnyard I've ever worked with.
That's just by default, because I'm the only co-host of the Barnyard. you've
Exactly.
ever
The
worked
bar
with,
was not
yeah.
set high, but you managed to surpass it. So good on you,
Somehow.
mate. Give yourself a koala sticker.
Please subscribe to me on Twitch, twitch.tv/sliceroce. Alright, we might have to wrap it up.
Yeah, we've had a good time. It's been a
We've had
really
a good
good
yarn,
sort of
yeah.
kickoff. I'm very excited for the season to come. Thank
good.
you very much, Khan, you beautiful son of a bitch,
good,
for
thank you.
kicking the shit.
Oh, good Norris.
And
Had a lot of fun.
to all of you lovely sons of bitches who have joined us, we will be back on a fortnightly basis once again. Probably the way that we'll do it, I reckon we'll do the pilot. We'll have 6 episodes, go on for a bit of a break, and we'll sort of make that the routine, so we get
That's
a bit
the
of time
routine.
to recharge.
Yep.
It's a good system. I liked the system we got, so we'll see how it goes. If things change, then you'll know. If not, then go fuck yourselves. But we'll play it by ear. We hope you're enjoying yourselves. We hope that you have fun. I know people have come up to us and told us they're having a good time.
Yeah, definitely. It's been really good. Thank you all.
So until next time, we've been the Barnyard. You've been beautiful. And something that I definitely have missed saying, and I'll say it again for old time's sake.
Say it. Say it.
Get the fuck out of my house.
Woo.
Good night.
You've been listening to the Bahnyard. We'll see you next time for another installment of the hottest mess this side of the ANZ FGC. Until next time, stay gnarly.